Most entrepreneurs are addicted, not to substances, though of course sometimes that too, habits, destructive, nasty, that are destroying their momentum, their income, and even their identity. And these are the 5 worst ones that I know. Number 4 is especially nasty. Let's get into it. Number 1, overconsumption. What does that mean? Because entrepreneurs are, by definition, producers. And I mean specifically, though, consuming content, consuming information, courses, downloading podcasts, downloading apps on the phone, buying books, and then consuming, or not even consuming because we have our eyes are so much bigger than our bellies. So sometimes not even consuming, actually just getting the stuff, and then instead of integrating, consumption leads to constipation. Here's my favorite way of putting it. My friend Kramer, who's an amazing entrepreneur and dog trainer extraordinaire, he gave me this analogy. I don't know where he got it. The analogy is learning, which is essential, by the way, absolutely crucial, essential. Learning, well, actually, let me distinguish. Learning is not just integration. Learning is not consumption, taking in information, right? It's integration, embodiment. So what he was saying actually is that when we as entrepreneurs are consuming, taking in information, and yes, again, we want to do that, it's important. We need different perspectives, information, absolutely. However, if we in without action, implementation, embodiment, it's like, I'm picturing it like a 3-legged sack race. You know what that is? From the carnival, the fair, where 2 people put one of their legs into a sack and they can't walk very well. Well, this is actually worse than that. It's like having one leg that is stiff because it's overfilled. What does it mean? It means we take in information, and this leg can't do anything. So I step, that's the new information, and then the other leg is moved. So what happens? Then I take in more information, and I take another step, and go in circles, right? And this is what happens with so many entrepreneurs and so many aspiring entrepreneurs, right? Okay, number 2, the planning trap. Oh my. Vision boards, strategy documents, whiteboards, right? Here's the trap of that. It feels productive, right? And as entrepreneurs, we want to feel productive, right? No boss is telling us what to do. We're going to get stuff done. We're out there, we're doing it. So we plan, get this right, get the logo, get the colors right, arrange my desk. Not that I've ever done anything like that. Yes, by the way, I can speak about these addictions because I have faced them and still face them sometimes. Of course, there's always different levels of it, right? So, give you an example. Client of mine, Jeremy, brilliant coach, right? Focused specifically in the realm of sales. And from a heart-centered place, he teaches sales to his clients as a transformational gift to their clients, to the people that they work with. He teaches them how to do it authentically and beautifully, right? In a way that really makes people's lives better. And when we started working together, he's like, yeah, I don't really have enough time. And of course, like many entrepreneurs, he was undercharging. The other, though, is he really wanted to start a group coaching program. Had not. And he had a whole list of reasons why that was somewhere down the road in the future. No kidding. Shifted the way he thought, who he was being. In 2 months, he launched his first group. It was beautiful. Changed his life, changed his income, and changed those clients' life. By the way, side note, Group coaching, way better. And it's really one-to-one coaching in a group context. More benefit for everybody. Number 3, perfectionism. Okay. Here's a story from my own entrepreneurial life. I had my first really great success as an entrepreneur when I was leading trainings, yoga teacher training, raw chef training, leadership trainings, running retreats, people coming from around the world to do these events. It was awesome. Then it's like, okay, I'm moving into the realm of creating a center, brick and mortar, physical center. Okay, cool. So many details. So I had this incredible vision for what it could be. I've been to some of the best centers. I've lived at the best centers and retreat centers in the world. I knew what was possible. It's easy for me to envision incredible ideals. The level of detail involved to create that, though, the time involved to create all of that, it was astounding, challenging. I used to go to one of my teacher's yoga classes, and she was so sweet about it. I would go to her class, and next to my mat, I would have a clipboard, and I would stop every 2 seconds to take notes. Ooh, we gotta do that, I gotta fix that, right? And that was after we opened. Here's the point, though, for you. When it came, I was lucky. I was lucky because I had people on staff, which means I need to pay them. This is before we opened. I had people who had invested in it, right? That means we need to start generating income. It wasn't angel investors. So we had to open. You know what did it look like? Half the studio wasn't built. We built a little faux bamboo wall. Don't go into this area. Go straight up here. We had the main room done, the big room done. We had enough of our entryway built. We didn't have the products we wanted in the shelves yet. We put flowers and we did nice things and we got it open. And I'm so grateful for that because it served hundreds of thousands of people at this point. I sold it years ago and it still continues to develop into its vision. So, what does perfectionism cost us? Oh boy. It costs us starting, it costs us creating, and it's a lame standard. Nothing is ever perfect, right? The Google catchphrase, better done than perfect. Yes, I love the Japanese concept of kintsugi, right? Magnificently messy making masterpieces. That's what I say every day. One of the things I say every day. Number 4. Why is this the worst one? Because it pervades everything. Identity fixation. What does that mean? Well, identity, who we are, who we be, matters most. And I won't go into it in detail here, though the framework I teach for that, the river of causality, we all want results. Results come from, yes, actions and words and thoughts and feelings, but all the way up at the top, it's our identity, who we are. Who we truly are always ripples through our life. So anytime we say, I am, pay attention to what comes after that. Nicholas, incredible dude. Great teacher, coach. He started working with me because I want to be a coach. I want to develop myself into becoming a health coach. The challenge for him was that he spoke, I'm a massage therapist. I am someone who puts his hands on people's body, right? He was not yet identifying himself as the one who has conversations and creates things, the one that takes his experience from his own challenges with physical health and gut health specifically, and realizing that he can bring great value to other people with that. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a successful entrepreneur? Are you someone for whom it always works out? Are you blessed and lucky? Or are you a klutz? Are you someone who never gets ahead? This is the single biggest and most important one of these by far. So, part of my challenge to you, I'll give you before we even get to number 5, and we'll wrap things up here soon, is notice what comes out of your mouth, and even in your mind, I am. How does that relate to your success as an entrepreneur? Or to your success in everything? Because who we are goes through every part of our life. Are you ready for number 5? Here we go. Outsourcing genius. Right. Now, I know this one well, because early in my career, I was doing a lot of what my friend Tommy would say was imprinting, which is great. And imprinting is a necessary stage on the way to mastery, to be with our teachers, our masters, the ones who've got the experience, and absorb from them. There's a fine line, though, between mimicry, copying, modeling, imprinting, and where it's at for me now, which is emulation. When I first started teaching yoga, I recognized David Life and Sharon Gannon. They were the most amazing teachers I'd ever seen. I would go to their studio for 3 days a week, sit in on 9 classes with them, and 2/3 of them I would sit and watch them and write down everything they said. That was cool. It helped me a lot. Eventually, though, I needed to find my own way of doing it. Why is MLK Jr. on my wall? Not because I'm copying him, because I emulate him, because his courage, his commitment, his bravery in the face of resistance, his dedication to making the world a better place for all beings, and even beyond civil rights, that inspires me. I don't know what my version of MLK Jr.'s life is. I know, though, that it's important to have masters, teachers, guides, and it's also essential to find your own genius, to know that you are one of a kind. There is nobody like you. Nobody like you. Thanks, y'all. I love you. Let me know. How's it go? Aloha.